What's up, people? It's your boy Slide. In this video, I'm going to talk about why I no longer socialize as much anymore. For the past couple of days, I've been thinking about how things are and why I no longer choose to socialize anymore. So I'm going to speak about myself in particular. In my 20s, my overall personality was based on humor. Okay? I like humor, I like cracking jokes, and I like telling interesting stories. This is who I am. So, many of my friends, we like to crack jokes. I don't like discussing serious topics, but those topics come up a lot because many people I encounter, that's all they know. They don't know how to relax and chill. So I end up discussing serious topics all the time. It's never, I mean, most of the time you just want to chill, you know? But some people these days don't know how to relax. So many people today are miserable and they're bitter because of the life choices they made. Now they live in misery. There's some people out there, they have jobs they do not like. And in many cases, they are kind of forced to be there because they have no other option. You have some people out there that they don't like their personal lives, whether it's their baby mama situation or their finances, whatever it is. So these people, they allow the negative energy to consume them in a sense where they don't know how to just be happy. They allow those things to control them. So that's why some people are never happy. So when I tell people about like things I've done, funny stories, they don't know how to relate to me. Or they bring down the mood. You know? And this has happened a lot of times. In my case, when I would tell people like funny stories, sometimes they just look at me. They don't really say anything, or they have nothing to add into the conversation. So that's part of the reason why I kind of stopped talking to people. I understand humor is subjective. Okay, not everyone's gonna find you funny or interesting. I understand that. But when most people you talk to are not happy, that's a red flag somewhere. So in my case, when I would talk to people and they don't really respond to me in a positive way, it kind of makes me not want to bring up those kind of topics or to even talk to them in general. So, I've met many people here in the US where, I'm always doing all the talking, and they never really do much to to contribute in the conversation. It's like I'm doing all the work. So it makes it seem as if I'm the only one that's interested in talking. So I just kind of stopped talking. to fine. Because sometimes you don't know if you are annoying people, you know? Sometimes you just don't know. So that's why we have a conversation with somebody, it has to go back and forth so you know that person is engaged in the conversation. Those are some kind of cues you have to pick up. Many people I've met in the United States are just not happy. And when I try to be happy, even though don't get me wrong, I have my own things I'm going through sometimes. I'm not happy all the time. Sometimes, I really don't like my job, but I don't bring that negative energy outside work. I leave it there, you know? But some people, they don't know how to be happy. They don't know how to just chill and relax. They take life way too seriously. So when some people see you happy, they want to bring you down. They will want to destroy your happiness. So I kind of stopped talking to people after that. Like, you know what? I don't need this. Not everybody you talk to is going to be rude to you. That's not what I'm saying. But what I'm saying is that there are some people out there when you talk to them, they don't know how to be happy because they themselves are not happy. So, it's just one of those things. Sometimes when I talk to people about certain topics, about like current events, some people, or in fact many people, they don't keep up with current events. So I'm pretty much talking and doing the whole sharing of information, because most people, they don't read the news or listen to the radio. So I can't discuss these topics with other people because they can't relate to it. That happens a lot, you know? So, and a lot of people I talk to, some of them are just, I don't know. I just don't know what to say, to be honest. I just don't know. It's like a lot of people just don't give me a positive energy that they want me around them or talking to them. There's some people I've talked to who are cool. Everything is good, you know? Then time goes on, I call them to keep in contact and they just ignore me. If you call somebody 3 times and they don't call you back, it is a clear sign they don't want you talking to them. It's a clear sign that you are annoying them. Because most cases, people are going to call you twice. When somebody calls you twice, you usually call them back. You know what I mean? Because it's common courtesy. If you call someone 3 times and they don't call you back at all, it's a clear sign they don't want to talk to you. This is just common sense. So I started to get that behavior from a lot of people where they just don't return my phone calls. So I'm like, fine, I guess I'm annoying you then. So that's just the way it is. A lot of people, especially in America today, they don't value anything. They don't value anything. They think they're so important that you should call them. And I've seen it way too many times. And it's, and you ask yourself, yo, what happened? Like, how this person's not talking to me? Yo, what happened? What's going on? And you start to wonder, like, yo, like, did I say anything to offend this person? Like, what did I do? How is this person not talking to me? Then, when you really think about it, it's like, in most case scenarios, you didn't do nothing to offend them. They just don't value the fact that you're contacting them. See, think about people today. Many people today, they overthink things way too much. It kind of reminds me of when you're texting a girl, right? In the middle of the conversation or in the texting, that girl will just stop responding. And guys will be sending her like anywhere between 3 to 10 messages. Like, what's going on? Did I say anything to offend you? They will be like blowing the other girl's phone up just to get her to respond again. But the truth is, the girl does not have any interest in talking to you no more. And this is what these American girls do. And they like that stuff. But nowadays, I just like being alone. Because when you get older, you want to have peace. You want to be chill, you know? You are only going to surround yourself with people that make you happy. I've been thinking about a lot of stuff as I got older. Currently, right now, I only have about, to be honest, I have about maybe three people I talk to on a regular basis. Three people I talk to, right? On a regular basis. Then I have some other people. I have some other people I talk to maybe once in a blue moon, and that's okay. But I used to have a lot of people I talk to. Then it's like I'm not the one with the problems; they are, and most of the time it's not personal. It's just that they just don't value the friendship anymore. They just don't value it. A lot of people, when they start talking to you, in many cases, it's not personal. It's not personal. It's just that they don't value the friendship. So nowadays, that's why I started to think to myself, like, I don't want to live in a society where you are isolated. Like, as humans, we talk to people based on experiences. If certain people make you happy, you are going to keep those people in your life by any means. People who are negative, you are going to cut them off as soon as possible. The older you get, you don't have time for nonsense. You just don't have time for it. You know? Looking through a lot of things, like I'm a very chill person, but since many people I've encountered are never chill, I'm not chill no more. You know? Some people out there, I mean, many people I've encountered are never happy. So I stopped being around them. And this is the life we live in today in America. Everyone has to pretend to be something they're not just to live in peace. And this is the life that people want to have just to live in America. There's nobody here for me. There's nobody here. One of my good friends even told me that he wants to leave. Once he gets his stuff together, he wants to leave. And if he leaves, I only have two people I talk to on a regular basis. You know, I've told you guys before, life in America is hard. And it's not hard because of the job. It's not hard because of the stress, even though stress in the job is part of it. It's due to the fact that you have no one to spend time with. That's where the issues kick in. Think about it. You just worked a 40-hour work week and you have no one to talk to once you get back to your apartment or your house. That is depressing. And people can say, I don't need nobody. Studies have shown you do need people in your life. You need friends and you need a romantic partner. You need these things. You don't have to have many of them. You just need one of them. And you'll be fine. That's it. I'm looking at myself like I just can't live here, you know? There are many expats in Southeast Asia, many of them. And they are enjoying themselves. And they're living a decent life. You know, what kind of life do you expect to have if you have no one to spend time with? Let me tell you what I mean. What's the point of having money if you have no one to share your money with? Believe me when I tell you this, there are many people out here who have a lot of money because they have low expenses. They have more money saved up. But many people don't have anyone to spend time with. They have no romantic partner. So what's the point? I read a story one time about this woman. She used to work at Google in California. She said she was making a lot of money. She said she made a lot of money. But guess what? She had no social life. The woman had no social life. And you know, California is very expensive to live on average. This lady talked about it. You know? I think she tried some dating apps. But I don't think it really worked in her favor. And this lady was from India. She moved back to India. She still works there. She still works at Google, but in India. She said that she makes less money, but she's more happy. So money is not everything. So people need to understand what's important. because having money is good, but if you have no one to spend your money on, what's the point of having it? You can buy yourself all these nice things, nice car, nice apartment, nice house, nice clothing, fancy vacations. But if you have no one to spend your money on, it's a waste. It's a waste. You know? So for me in particular, I'm trying to I'm trying to I'm trying to move to a society or a community where I can be accepted for myself. I'm tired of living a life of misery. I'm tired of living a life where I can't be myself. Most people I've encountered in America, honestly, to be very honest, many people in America do not like to meet new people. So if most people don't like to meet new people, what's the chances of you being happy? Very slim to none. So anyhow, let me think. Peace.